Hi everyone. So the visual artist I decided on was Kehinde Wiley, based off of his Go series. So this was a series of paintings he had executed around 2003, but they made an installment in the Moynihan Train Hall located in Manhattan as like a ceiling piece. So it's made up of stained glass and LEDs to mimic like light coming through the sun, but it's not actually like a window. So with line, we see a formation of grids on each of the three pieces. We also see it as like a line separating the composition. So like on the ones on the left and right, they go diagonally, but the one on the center also goes diagonally. You could see it more because there's like an airplane and it leaves tracks, so that serves as like a line dividing a piece in half. With color in this piece, it has a lot of bright like reds and blues, and we see that the artist incorporated that in like the focal points of it. So the characters in the left and right pieces have like blue and like almost like a red orange, which are complementary to each other, and the one on the left side has like a purple and like an orange, which are almost complementary to each other as well. We also see in the centerpiece that the person depicted smack in the center is wearing like bright yellow. That's like the second brightest color against the white clouds. Directs your eye right into the center. With form, we see organic forms in the clouds. We also see it in the composition of the people in each of the three pieces. I would say the one on the right is almost like a spherical form. It's not quite a circle because you can see that their hands, the ones closest like on the top, look more far back compared to the legs in the front, which feel like stick out to you, so it feels like there's some 3D formation in that. Same goes with the one on the left, the hand coming out and the white shoe that's sticking out. It's almost like a triangle, but like a pyramid, because that's coming closer, whereas the girl with the orange pants on the left, her feet are hanging out in the back, and that one hand from the other character on the right are like sticking out. Same with the one in the center, that main character in the center, it's also a triangle, so the legs are coming right at you, whereas their head is going more to the back. So with texture, we see it mostly in the clouds, and also the clothing of the characters. There's like many ripples where the joints are, where like the clothes are the baggiest the most. We could see it on the left piece where like the end of the jeans on the left, a bunch of lines indicating ripples and like clothing bending around. We also see it where it's more like tight fitted, so around the waist you could see it the most. Especially with space, there's negative space, the blue in the center piece. We see it as that line is guiding us. It's also serving as like a way for the negative space to flow. So further in the back, it gets thinner, and then as we come forward to the person wearing all black, it gets wider. So that way it showcases that one person in the front. And then the two pieces on the side, they also take diagonal forms, like I mentioned earlier in line, but they're more curved, so it almost looks like a yin and yang symbol. With value, we see it on the clouds, especially when they're fading into the blue. It gets brighter, and whereas around the edges it becomes like a darker, like a coral color. We also see really strong value in the creases that I had mentioned earlier with the clothing. So it's like it gets super dark, almost black, to indicate like the depth in that. The hair too. Like usually hair is like maybe a mix of like dark brown, but some of the hairs are just like straight up black, especially the character on the right piece wearing the orange and blue jeans. The hair is just like straight black compared to the white coming from the clouds. And last but not least, we have shape. So I'd say the composition of this triptych piece, so the two on the left and the right take the form of a circle, while the one in the middle takes the form of an oval as well as two rectangles, so one going vertically and then horizontal.